You're listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast, the #1 rated robot-related podcast in northeastern Ontario.
Well, hello there. Welcome to episode 194 of the Rusted Robot Podcast for Sunday, April the 8th, 2018. I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Josh.
I'm Kitty.
Shane.
How's everybody doing?
Oh, not bad.
Good. How was everybody's first contact day, April the 5th? Did you have a good celebration for Happy First Contact Day?
Mine was very busy and at work.
Yeah?
It was a pretty good day, though.
Oh,
Lots of customers that I like to see.
good to hear. And how was your first contact day?
I may have kicked out an alien,
Okay.
or I could have just been a really weird guy.
One or the other?
Yeah.
And Shane, do you know what first contact day is?
I do, actually.
Is that right?
I was at work, because I did overtime that day, and the guy that I work with explained what it was to me. Just randomly brought it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Can you explain it to us for listeners who may not know what it is?
Okay, if I'm correct, which I might not be, and right now it's terrifying me to say it wrong.
We'll correct you.
First Contact Day is the day in Star Trek where humankind met extraterrestrial life for the first time.
Correct, sir.
Yes.
To
So
their
it's-
knowledge.
April 5th,
Yes, to their knowledge.
2063.
Yes.
10 years after World War III.
Yeah.
We only have 45 more years to wait.
There we go.
But you are correct, though. That is the day that is officially recorded by both humans and the alien species, the Vulcans.
Spoiler alert for a 20-year-old movie, 22-year-old movie.
22-year-old. You guys spoil things that has been out for like a week and a half, so.
Fair enough.
That was pretty fair.
All right. So we all had a good first contact day. Today, Josh and I went to the Square, the mall in Timmins, and we sat at a booth, and we handed out information packages for the Northern Ontario Expo Comicon Timmins event, which is happening this April 21st and 22nd.
And it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. We're having Paul Amos. We're having Chris Holden-Reed. We're having Brampton's Batman and a bunch of featured artists and so on.
1989 Batmobile.
That's
Not
right.
to mention all of us will be there.
Yes.
We will all be there. Yep. So how was that event? It was all right? We had a bunch of people come over.
We did. And we had a couple weird teenagers, preteens, walk up to us.
That was a very weird happenstance.
Yeah.
So
Why was it weird?
Well, this girl comes up to us with her family and friends,
Does she
I guess.
love the NOE?
She didn't even talk-
Why.
Didn't talk about it.
She says, "How old do you think I am?" So I looked at her and I'm like, I don't know, 15. Josh said, what, 20?
I don't know, like 18, 19, 20, around there.
No, I'm 11.
What?
What?
Yeah, I don't even know why she brought it up. And then she made us guess all her friends' ages as well.
I was like, okay, that's fine. And then she went on her way.
Was
Yeah.
there any reason for people to think that you had an age guessing booth? Or
No,
No.
we had our booth with the Wonder Woman statue and the BB-8 blow-up thing, inflatable,
And the banner.
and
Where
the banner.
were you guys located in the mall?
Right where the
David
Easter Bunny
Steen.
usually goes, by David Steen.
It's near the makeup shops.
Right by the body shop, in between David's Tea and the body shop in the square. And people came and looked, and
I'll bet they went and had makeovers done and assumed that they looked much older than they were.
maybe that was it.
Yeah. Well, I'm terrible at guessing ages.
Me too, apparently.
evidently.
That's why I'm married and I don't have to worry about that ever again.
Yeah, but we handed out tote bags
That's good.
and had people sign up to get free weekend passes.
When you handed them out,
Yeah.
did you say, come to the NOE, it's totes cool?
I didn't.
You really should have.
If you had been there, we probably would have gotten more people coming up
Yeah.
to us, because we're two bearded weirdo-looking men.
Bearded weirdo?
Yeah, bearded weirdos.
The weirdy beardies.
Yes, that is us. So anyway, the 2 hours went by quite fast. It was all right.
It wasn't too bad at all.
We had our coffee. We chatted with people we knew, people we didn't know, and then Davis Dewsbury took over.
This is Davis Dewsbury, the writer of Auric of the Great White North, and you're listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast.
Oh, he's fun.
He's the writer of Auric, the Great White North.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and he'll be at the expo,
Yep.
along with Sharon, Lois, and Bram. No, that's not correct. Who is it? It's Sharon and
Sharon,
Andrew.
Andrew and, oh gosh.
The
I'm
other-
sorry, I'm forgetting the other gent's name.
What does the other gent do? Do you know?
He's one of the artists.
Ah, okay. I don't have it in my pictures anymore either. So let me look on Facebook. Because for people who don't know, if they go to Facebook and then go to Northern Ontario Expo, all of our information is right there, along with our new upgraded logo, which is exciting.
Did you guys hear about how,
Jose Rose. No, let me try again. Josh Rose. So,
Jose?
stop. Just look, it's Josh. But
Yeah, it's totally totally Josh.
It's totally Josh. It's not
I think
Jose
you
at all.
you merged the first and last name together and somehow got Jose.
I think so. Should we take all this part out?
No.
Sure.
No?
I'm 50
We can if you want
Is this
to.
podcast gold? I'm going to take it
It's
out.
at least
Yeah,
10.
you should take it out.
Okay. So we've got Davis Dewsbury, Andrew Thomas, Sharon Gauthier, and Josh Rose, who all are responsible for Auric of the Great White North. And they're going to be at the expo.
Did you guys hear that on April 21st, after the Northern Ontario Expo, there's going to be an event going on at the Full Beard Brewing Company for the Auric of the Great White North Amber Ale.
Tell me
called
more.
Lion's Mane.
Oh.
Chili and chocolate.
Full beard.
Full Beard Brewing
Full
Company.
Beer Brewing Company.
In Timmins.
In
Did
Timmins.
you know that on the 22nd
After the Northern Ontario Expo, at the Timmins Cinema 6, there's going to be a double feature of
Underworld,
The Awakening and
Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim and
Chris Holden Reed will be there to
Introduce the
to
film.
introduce and do some quick Q&A.
because he was one of the werewolves in one of the movies.
Which sounds awesome.
I'm Chris Holden Reed from Lost Girl, and you are listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast. Enjoy.
Yeah, contact the Cinema 6 to find out more information about when tickets and sales are available.
That's right. And did you also know that weekend is the Klingon Rumpus, where they're going to bring in the Klingon Pop Warrior all the way from Chicago at, I think, the working class, the night of Saturday, the 21st. And if you look on the Facebook page for the Rusted Robot Podcast, did you see the commercial that I was in with the Klingons
I didn't get to see it.
for Warrior's Beard? The beard.
I shared it, but I didn't get to watch it.
Oh,
Sorry,
it's like a
Brad.
3-minute thing, and
Yeah.
there's songs in it, and it's us doing silly Klingon things.
Yeah, on top of getting ready for the Northern Ontario Expo and all of the crazy after parties, Jump City is putting on a pre-release for Dominaria for Magic the exact same weekend.
Which is going to be awesome.
Yeah,
What is Jump City?
it's a comic book shop that the owners wish they would just die sometimes.
For any new listeners,
We're just too busy!
Kitty is the owner, co-owner with her sister of Jump City Comic Books in the 101 Mall here in Timmins.
Yep.
And you're going to have a booth at the expo.
We are going to have a booth at the expo.
I'm going to have a booth at the expo right across from your booth. Mm-hmm. It's going to be very exciting. Shane, are you having a booth?
I'm just going to bounce back and forth between the two of yours booths.
Okay, yeah.
You're going to help us run our booth.
Basically, yeah.
All right, that's very good.
During some of the time I will be alone, so it would be much appreciated to have help.
Well, yeah, because we're going to be crazy busy selling all the goods.
Yeah, Jules has to leave for a little bit to go and set up for the pre-release. There's too much stuff. There's too much stuff going on. I have costumes to make.
Costumes
I haven't
to make.
started them, even though I've been talking about them for months and months. I'm too busy.
You have 2 weeks left.
Hmm.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That's right. And what else is happening? Well, it's going to be so exciting. And my buddy's 40th birthday is that weekend as well.
You should bring him to the expo
He'll
for a
probably-
birthday gift.
He will probably be there.
Happy birthday. Get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a super busy weekend.
Make him work your booth.
I
Happy
should-
birthday, work my booth.
I should
Yeah.
make him work the booth. That's right.
You'd be surprised, though, how many people want to do
So-
that kind of thing.
What kind of stuff are you going to have in your booth?
Oh, what kind of stuff? I'm going to have action figures. I'm going to have...
Oh, wait, we're just selling your stuff?
What?
We're selling your stuff?
I'm selling my stuff at my booth.
Ah.
Probably a quarter of my collection is going to be there.
Oh,
Isn't there a
really?
Captain America 71st anniversary edition of his shield that you purchased from Jump City?
Yes, there is. That's going to be there.
Ooh, the metal one?
The
It is
metal,
really
Oh,
hella nice.
Those are really nice.
the metal
The straps
replica.
on the back are amazing.
I recently procured a replica Infinity Gauntlet,
Ooh,
and that would be awesome.
that would be awesome.
You should just steal them both and run around with them.
I'm kind of thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to have that there. I'm going to have electronic starships for sale, action figures, so many things. I can't even list them all right now because they're in totes on my porch waiting to be transported to the expo in 2 weeks.
Oh my
2
god.
weeks.
Excuse me? 2 weeks.
It's happening too fast, man.
It is happening too fast.
He also has something that I might actually buy.
The
What?
Hot Toys
Battle Damage Ed 209.
from RoboCop.
It's a foot tall,
That sounds awesome.
It is awesome.
fully
foot tall?
articulated.
It'll fit on our shelf.
It will fit on your shelf.
We might have to build little corner shelves, though, if it's wider than
I
our
was thinking
shelf.
of putting it where the Bahamut is on the
I guess that'd be okay.
up on top there, because there's more room up there.
Yeah, it would fit up there.
Yeah, so come to the expo and buy our stuff. It'll be great. And you know what happens a month after our expo?
Isn't that JoyCon?
JoyCon in Dryden. And they were good enough to send us a little mini advertisement clip, which I'm going to play right here.
It's Ontario's happiest little charity pop culture fandom convention ever. It's JoyCon, May 26th and 27th at Dryden's Best Western Plus Hotel and Conference Center. Buy awesome swag, let your cosplay flag fly. Retro arcade, virtual reality den, panels, demonstrations, special guests, tourneys, auctions, board games, card games, and yummy food too. Join us this May 26th and 27th in Dryden to support the Dryden District Health Center CT Scan Fund. Make new friends, meet old friends, and make memories that'll last a lifetime. For tickets and more info, visit joycon.ca.
And just a month after our expo is theirs. That's awesome.
It does indeed sound joyful.
It sounds joyful. It sounds exciting. And
it's a charity event.
Which is...
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a good
So
cause.
it's not even a non-profit. It's a charity event for their medical scanner.
So as
Although, non-profit is not to be scoffed at.
No, but
It is for the enjoyment purely of the followers.
true. But this one's for the enjoyment and for a new scanner.
Yes, they're both good.
And not only did they send us that little clip, they also send us a little jingle song type thing for their con, and we're going to play it as our end song on this episode.
That's good. That'd be a fun way to end the
Okay,
podcast.
so now that we got the whole spiel in the beginning off the way, who died?
Oh, that's funny that you asked, actually.
Is it?
No, it's sad. It's sad that you asked. But we do have the death of Isao Takahata.
Well, that's just terrible.
Isn't that horrible?
It is.
Yes. Do you guys know who that was?
Yes, I do.
You do.
Co-founder of the Studio Ghibli.
That is correct. And he died at the age of 82, which is not bad.
No, it's not.
That's
a
definitely-
decent run.
That's a good run.
The man did some things.
He did a few things. Yes, he did. Yes. Let's see exactly what he did. Let's see the article that I haven't read yet, but I'm reading for the first time on air. Isao Takahata, co-founder of Studio Ghibli. Is it Ghibli? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Not Ghibli? Okay. And director of such animated films as Grave of the Fireflies, passed away today in a Tokyo hospital at the age of 82. Takahata's distinguished career as a producer, director, and animator began in 1959 when he joined Toei Animation as an assistant. There he met his longtime collaborator and fellow animation legend, Hayao Miyazaki. Hayao Miyazaki, with whom he later founded Studio Ghibli along with Toshio Suzuki. So there's more I could read in the article, but you could just find that on the Facebook page, and I don't want to embarrass myself further. So that's the news that I have for dead people from this past week.
Studio Ghibli is a fantastic company.
Yeah, tell me more what you know about it.
Grave of the Fireflies is incredibly sad.
It is incredibly sad.
I've never heard of this.
If you watch the trailer, you'll probably cry. If you have a heart.
Well, I did watch The Fault in Our Stars last night.
No, it's sadder than that.
It's sadder than that. That was pretty sad.
Oh.
This is
that gave
really
me tears
sad.
in my... It made me feel things, and I don't like feeling things.
I worked at the movie theater when Fault in Our Stars came out.
Uh-huh.
Cleaning the theater afterwards was horrible.
Yeah.
It was
Was
just
there snot
wet,
on everything?
damp tissue everywhere. It stuck to everything. It was disgusting.
Thank goodness it was a sad movie, though.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
I did not expect that from you.
Yeah, so Grave of the Fireflies is even sadder than that.
It is a terribly sad movie.
Yeah, I watched the preview and I was like, well, that's too sad to watch, because the preview made me cry.
Oh.
But there's quite a few others that are not sad. One of the favorites is My Neighbor Totoro, which they actually
That
made...
movie is kind of sad.
They made it specifically to go on after Grave of the Fireflies because they decided it was too sad to just end it like that and have people walk out of the theater.
Ah, but have you heard the theory that Totoro is actually the god of death?
But he's not, though. He's the god of the forest.
I know that, but have you heard the theory?
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. If you watch the credits at the end, she comes home and everything's fine.
What does she?
Yeah, and there's also a short, if you can find it somewhere, about May and a baby cat bus.
Really?
Yes.
I hadn't seen either of those things.
I saw it on a weird... When I was little, there was a convenience store in South Porcupine that had a whole bunch of really strange, like, children's anime. And we used to rent them all the time because it was weird and you really couldn't find it anywhere else.
Okay.
And that was one of them. And it's magical. But I haven't been able to find it anywhere else, like even to download it.
Wow.
But it does exist. I've seen it with my eyeballs.
Weird.
Yeah.
Cool.
We do have other news about someone that is still alive.
Yes, tell us about the Stan Lee stuff.
Yes, apparently, allegedly, because it hasn't been 100% confirmed yet, a business partner of Stan Lee took his blood and is using it as a stamp to sign comic books.
Black Panther comic books, right?
There have been a few different comic books resurfacing, but mostly Black Panther, yeah.
Like they signed his name in the blood, or they just put the blood on the cover?
Did they use one of those auto pens?
I don't know. I've heard pen, and I've also heard stamp.
Because an auto pen is like a stamp.
Yeah.
It
It
takes
just-
a pre-done signature of somebody, and then the auto pen just signs it.
Not 100% sure.
Either way, you shouldn't steal people's blood.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, it's bad to steal people's bed.
Yeah, so don't
I
do
kind
it.
of want an auto pen, though. Those
Unless you
things are-
plan to raise the dead.
Yeah, well, think about all of the things that Stan Lee has been going through recently. There was the allegations of
Sexual
assault.
harassment.
There
Yeah.
was the $300,000 that went missing that someone bought a house with.
There's his terrible eye surgery.
Yeah.
The issues with being on the plane,
Yeah.
that causing his health
Poor
to
guy
be
lost
less
his
good.
wife last year, I mean.
Yeah.
Last year.
He's 95 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
people
leave
just
him
need to
be.
leave him alone.
Yeah, just let him live his life.
Depending on what happens and how egregious, like as the information comes out, how egregious the business partners' actions were, messing with Stan Lee is like messing with a saint.
It's not a good
You're
idea.
gonna rise the ire of the faithful.
And there are a lot of them.
Yeah,
Probably more than people that actually follow saints.
probably.
It's got to be close.
Well, because I assume that there's like some overlap.
Oh, significant
definitely some
overlap.
overlap.
I would imagine. Hey, so talking about pop culture and stuff. Today is April 7th. This is coming out April 8th. But today is Saturday, and did you know that tonight at 9 o'clock on TLC, Trading Spaces with Paige Davis is coming back?
Are
Oh
you
my
serious?
god, you're so funny!
That's amazing.
Right? I used to watch that all the time.
All the time.
I was in love with her. That's Paige Davis.
Like, I used to
That's
watch it
amazing.
too, but that's because I had no life, guys.
Now, this is not a geeky topic, but it's Paige Davis.
Hi, I'm Paige Davis.
That's awesome.
Technically, being a geek, though, is just being very, very passionate about a specific subject. and
That's
it's
right.
just weird that you're geeking out over Paige Davis.
That is a very odd
I used to watch Trading Spaces all the time.
all the time.
And I never liked any of their designs, but it was a compulsive show I had to watch.
Why didn't you like any of those designs? A lot of them were really good.
They were okay, but I wouldn't want them in my house.
Aw.
There were 3 shows that my family would get together to watch every week. Trading Spaces, Extreme Home Makeover.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully that never comes back. 'cause
Yeah,
they
apparently they
bankrupted
ruined
like
everybody.
everyone. Yeah, because they would make these crazy houses and then people couldn't afford to live in them.
Right.
Yeah.
That
So
and
sad.
Yeah.
Survivor. But yeah, no, that's awesome.
So yeah, that's tonight.
Fear
First
Factor is
Survivor?
also coming back.
Is that right?
Yeah, Fear Factor is coming back.
Where people eat bugs and stuff?
Yep.
E.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You never watched Trading Spaces?
Oh, okay,
I just looked it up. I know what the general premise is from
Yeah.
a quick.
Okay,
thing.
well, that's all that you need to know. That's all that it is.
Yeah, that's literally
Yeah.
the show.
And everybody
So-
from the original show is coming back?
But there was one designer. Do you remember the black-haired lady who used to put hay on people's walls?
Was that Hildy?
Yes.
I love her. She also painted somebody's favorite chair
Ooh.
with paint. It was great. Oh, they didn't like
It's
it.
just that show and Trading Spaces. Not Trading Spaces. That show is Trading Spaces. Trading Spaces and Extreme Home Makeover. I honestly feel bad for a lot of the people because in like the 10 minutes that they would talk to them before shipping them out, they would ask them questions and stuff, and it'd be like, "I like horses." So then you'd come back and your entire house would be like a stable. It's like, okay, I
Oh,
kind
so
of
one
like
room.
horses.
One
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
It was like I kind of liked horses.
But I am not a horse.
Yeah.
I remember they talked to this one group, and they were abstainers from alcohol. So they took wine labels and plastered their kitchen with wine labels.
It's just horrible.
Okay, well, anyways, moving on to something.
But it's coming on tonight, and it's going to be awesome. But anybody who's listening to this episode will get it tomorrow. So it's already been aired as of...
We should almost
Time
have a
travel.
viewing party.
We should. It's,
Josh's induction to the horrible, horrible
Oh
lives
no!
of these people.
I am not watching home makeover shows.
it's going to be great.
My parents watch them all the time. I can't stand them.
Okay, well, I get it. For the most part, I wasn't a huge fan. But there's... Okay, the
No.
old guy who
And
you put chicken wire on everything,
We are
and
mov-
Hildy... When you had them both against each other, it was so great because everybody's house got bad.
Josh wants to move on
We're moving on.
to the new TV series from Amazon, The Lord of the Rings. I was just talking to Shane about this. They're doing a 5-season run. They've already ordered 5 seasons. They're going to use some material from the films, perhaps.
There are talks of Peter Jackson coming back.
As an executive producer, he's
Yeah.
been invited towards
Ooh.
it. But after the 5 years, they say it's going to cost $1 billion to run
Most
the whole
expensive TV show ever made.
Yeah.
That sounds totally worth it.
It sounds amazing.
Here's my question. What are they going to do? They got 5 seasons for 4 books.
And we've already seen the movies.
Yeah, but they're just gonna. I think it'll more likely be them exploring Middle Earth in ways that we haven't seen before.
And I think Tom Bombadil is finally getting some screen time.
I really, really hope so.
Right?
We need more Tom Bombadil. Maybe we'll find out what happened to the Blue Wizards.
The whole Aesir gods thing is boring.
We'll just don't watch that season.
Well, it needs to exist to give proper background to
So-
the universe.
You can't really do the ancient history.
I don't think that they will.
And anything else, you're going outside of the story. So unless you're going, oh, we're going a few years back and we're doing this. Oh, all the important stuff's happening over here, so why are we following this character?
What if the seasons
Like, you
were
can-
just
you-
shorter?
You can make it compelling, but guess what? You're changing what Lord of the Rings is. Everybody wants to know about the rings.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to know about what this guy's doing over here.
They could set it in a time period of, like, when Sauron gave out the rings, and see how that affected the different kingdoms and stuff
Oh,
like that.
that
I think
would be
that could be really
interesting.
cool. Because that would almost have, like, a Game of Thrones vibe going to it, because everyone's kind of power hungry at that
Oh my
point.
god, I hope they don't make it Game of Thrones.
Oh, they are 100%
That's what
going to make
Jeff
Game of
Bezos
Thrones.
wanted a Game of Thrones for Amazon viewers.
I watched one
Well,
season. It was okay.
I've never watched it.
It's okay.
The thing that it says here, it says, set in Middle Earth, the television adaptation will explore new storylines preceding J.R.R. Tolkien's The Fellowship of the Ring. The deal includes a potential additional spin-off series. And they're also in development of a Conan the Barbarian TV series as well.
Oh my god, that would be so good!
Okay, so that is a good... This is where they should have dropped their money. Not on Lord of the Rings. They should have dropped it on Conan. Give me a Hyberia story. Because not only does Conan give you a lot of open adventure, right? And you make him Conan, the
It's
original
true.
guy,
Also,
not
that
the
would-
Conan cleaned up guy that the author who stole the original author's work.
Also, if they're
Yeah.
looking for something Game of Thronesy, like, it is full of, like, horrible things happening to people.
And that allows you to slip in some Lovecraftian stuff because the Lovecraft universe is connected
It's true,
to the
they-
Conan universe.
This is true.
They
'Cause-
commingle.
Those authors kind of had a friendship to
Uh-huh,
it,
they're
and they
friends.
talked. So, like, that gives you a lot.
I think they decided to go with Lord of the Rings just because of, like, Conan's a big name already, but it doesn't come close to Lord of the Rings.
Do you
Oh,
call
yeah.
him Conan?
Conan.
That's what I said.
Conan. You said Conan. Like Conan O'Brien.
I would have
Yeah.
totally been Conan O'Brien.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
But he called...
Wait, you're telling me that his name isn't Conan O'Brien?
No, it's Conan.
Which is less cool.
Yeah.
Imagine if he showed up on a show, like, wearing fur and just, like, killing people.
Honestly, I'm a little upset that he hasn't done it already. I might
Yeah.
start watching this show.
No, you wouldn't. Maybe that episode
Said might.
might.
He did do one where he's a superhero.
Clueless Gamer is not bad.
Okay,
It's a segment where Conan O'Brien plays video games with people. but
So
he's
are-
really bad at it.
is he?
Yeah.
Are we going to watch this Amazon series?
I'm gonna check it out. I mean, I don't have an Amazon account,
Me neither.
but I'll figure it out.
Well, what's the Amazon account worth right now?
Not a clue.
We can just get one and share it.
It's a good idea.
Isn't it Amazon Prime like $79 a year or something?
That's not that bad.
Which is less than $10 a month.
Yeah.
Because we're paying $10.99 for Netflix.
Yeah.
So
Even if it's just for the one show, really, it's not that bad.
Have you guys ever seen the little mock trailer where they did up the Legend of Zelda stuff in Studio Ghibli style?
Yes.
I want that to be a thing.
They've done that with a few different
Yeah.
different things. It's just
So-
like
Why don't they do that? They could follow the mangas. It'd be so good.
It would be really good.
I'm still waiting for the live action. I'd much prefer a live action.
Would you?
Yeah.
But it'd be easier to do if it was animated.
No, you do a 3/4 isometric view, overlink shoulder the entire time. You never see the face of the actor.
That sounds awful.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's that. This is where you come into the issue of making video game movies. Is when you play a game, you have a certain level of autonomy. You can kind of do what you please.
You pour yourself into your character.
Exactly. But when you make a movie about a game character or a game universe,
Have you followed
you
the
lose
manga?
that.
did
Have either of you read it?
What?
The mangas?
No.
Yes,
Because they're really good.
they are really good.
And you can see him, and he does a little bit of talking. Not a lot, but he does do some talking.
Did
No, no.
Did anybody go and watch Ready Player One or Tomb Raider in theaters this past
Nah.
month?
I have not,
No, me neither.
Are you coming to watch Teen Titans Go with me and the kids?
of course.
Yeah.
I have not read Ready Player One yet. I have been meaning to.
Me too.
Sarah has. She read the book, saw the trailer, and went, nope, not interested.
Okay.
But that's the best way to view it. You having not read the book, having read the
Yeah.
book, go to the theater, then you can compare what you two think.
I agree, but convincing her to go to the theater to watch it's very difficult right now.
Okay, well, here's something totally different that I want to get Josh's opinion on. I'm going to start reading this article to you, and you tell me what you think. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. On Twitter, Rogue One and Book of Eli screenwriter Gary Whitta just dropped a huge bombshell. He's working with Jonathan Betuel, the writer of The Last Starfighter, to finally try and reboot it for the big screen.
Awesome.
We reached out to learn more, and Whitta told us why now is the perfect time to bring it back. He just nonchalantly revealed the project as a little something he's been working on with Betuel, alongside 4 gorgeous pieces of concept art depicting the iconic ships from Nick Castle's beloved 84 classic. It goes on to say, there's literally nothing else to go on right now, other than the fact that Whitta and Betuel are in the early stages of getting a reboot off the ground, something Hollywood has been trying to do for quite some time. So this is from IO9, and they talked to Gary, and he says, it's a deeply special movie for me in terms of movies that stirred my imagination as a kid. It's right up there with Star Wars, and maybe because I was a video game junkie back then, the idea that playing a game could be a magic ticket to a real space adventure, I just always thought that concept was utterly brilliant. So, you think this is a good idea?
I think it has potential. That is as far as I can go without hearing more.
Okay.
Because, well, you have some hurdles. Like, arcade machines are not really that big of a thing anymore.
True.
So, like, either people are buying this whole new console thing, or it's a VR setup.
Well, they could be doing, like, Jumanji. They found an old video game and they got sucked into it.
But it wasn't just any game.
Do you know what Last Starfighter is?
Yes.
Okay.
You've seen it?
Yeah, I
Well,
love it. It's awesome.
You have been recruited by the Star League to defend the frontier against Zor and the Kodan Armada.
So it's not really getting sucked in, though.
No, but I mean, they could play it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. They'd have to
And
rework it.
they're saying it's more of like a sequel kind of a thing, and Seth Rogen is involved. And
Okay, well, that brings it down some.
yeah, I thought you'd say that. Yeah, so it doesn't really have much to say about it.
I like Seth Rogen,
Just
But
that
for
but it
comedy,
doesn't make any sense for him to be there. Unless he's actively trying to be a serious character.
Yeah, because, like, he's a good comedic actor.
He's a great
He's
comedic
not
actor.
a good serious actor.
What if he's not a main character?
well, in the comments, somebody said that he'd make a great Centauri. Do you think Seth Rogen could be a Centauri?
Maybe.
And all it says here is we've spent many hours working on it. I've long lost count of those hours, and right now we have a fully developed story that's a combination of reboot and sequel that we both think honors the legacy of the original film while passing the torch to a new generation.
I hate reboot sequels.
Yeah.
Do one or the other. Do a reboot, do a sequel. Don't give me a, well, the original is there, but it doesn't really matter.
So like Star Trek 09?
Yeah, like a soft reboot kind of thing.
So well, no, Star Trek 09 is the worst possible combination of the two. It's a pure abomination against humanity.
Okay.
Wow, that's harsh.
I figured out a way that...
It is the second worst Star Trek ever made.
I want to hear your ideas, Shane.
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's go on.
Seth Rogen. Think of John C. Reilly in Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was great.
Comedic actor, doesn't do that much serious stuff, but he's there, he's a presence, but he doesn't do a lot. So it could work if they just play him in that kind of a context.
We'll see how it goes. Like, we're still on the way early end of this, so we
And they have a bunch of legal stuff to still get through.
yeah. So
What if it was in like an arcade shop, like you know the one that
we get a
I told you I went to in Niagara Falls,
yeah.
where they still have like arcade machines? What if Seth Rogen is like the guy that runs that?
Oh, that could work.
Well, I think we have a few years to wait to find out.
Because then they'd be like starring Seth Rogen. He's in there for like 5 minutes, and then it's just like done. You know, like
If
Mars Attacks, where they're like starring Michael J. Fox, and then he's in there, and then he dies, and then it's just his hand.
if Lance Guest is not in this sequel reboot thing, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. That was the main guy.
Yeah, we like making a War Games and not having Matthew Broderick just show up somewhere.
Yeah, just like that. Exactly.
All right. Speaking of movies,
Speaking of movies, we have a bunch of trailers,
we do.
and we're not going to play them all, but we have a couple that we're going to talk about first.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, and it's got the longest name you've ever heard, The House with a Clock in Its Walls. Now, we just watched this trailer. And, tell me about it. I didn't get it.
Okay, so it's got Jack Black, and it has a very Goosebumps horror, but for kids feel.
Very reminiscent of the new Goosebumps movies, yeah.
It's a preteen horror movie.
Yeah.
It
Right.
actually looks like it's done well, though.
I think it's good.
It kind of gave off a vibe. I don't know if you guys have seen the Miss Peregrine's peculiar.
Yes,
It kind of looked like that.
Haven't seen it.
So
good.
remembering it's not shooting for us in the demographic range. So considering that, I think it looks good for what it intends to be.
Okay.
I'd take Damien to it if he seemed interested. Yeah, I think it's going to do well.
Okay.
Also, I think it's nice that they're making some horror movies that aren't super scary. Because, like, all the horror movies that I watched as a kid that scared me, they were scary enough, and then they rebooted them to make them scarier.
Mm-hmm.
And now everything's too scary. So
And
what
you
are
know
you going to show to your kids?
You need a scary movie that isn't bloody.
Yes.
The Great Mouse Detective.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
It was, but it was terrifying.
So yeah, I think for what it is, I think it's really good. I think it's a good.
Okay, so you guys were watching the trailer. I was kind of off to the side. I couldn't tell exactly what was happening. What's the story about? The house with a clock in its walls.
Give a
and
lot
it's
of information.
creeping everybody out. Is that
It
what's
seems
going on?
almost like the house is possessed, but I
Was-
don't think it is. I
was
think
it-
it's just that there's a thing that exists within the house that seems to be connected to it, and it is very creepy.
Was it eating somebody?
I don't
No,
know.
we're-
It looks
we're-
like it wanted to.
The story is about the boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is going to be a perspective about the boy.
Yeah.
A character for the viewers to pour themselves into.
Okay.
He's going into it not knowing.
Right.
Jack Black and whoever this other lady was, I didn't catch who she was, they're caretakers of the house. And we're going to see what happens unfolding from there. But with any good horror story, the less you give away, the better.
That's true.
It seems to me like the house is kind of like an extra-dimensional portal or something like that.
There's a lot going on, and
Yeah.
it's a 1.5-minute trailer, so it doesn't really tell us a lot. So I think for what it is, it looks good.
It does what it's supposed to do. The trailer is really good in the fact that it makes you think about what's going on.
But doesn't tell you a dang thing.
Exactly, which is
Yeah.
what it's supposed to do.
But it also tells you more than the other one that we're about to talk about.
The Darkest Minds?
No, not that one.
Well, let's talk about The Darkest Minds.
Okay.
Because I said it, so let's
Okay.
do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Darkest Minds is a...
By the producers of Stranger Things.
And
Yeah.
it's very much Stranger Things.
So
But different.
The Darkest Minds is a YA story that follows all the other tropes of the YA stories.
So you're saying it's bringing nothing new to the table?
It is not.
Oh.
It still
is-
looks cool, though.
It looks cool, but it's a YA story that is designed to, click, got this mark, got this mark, got this mark.
Yeah, but those are super popular.
We got our
right
Mary Sue character,
now. Okay.
who shows that she's can really step up and lead her people, which
No,
are all...
she didn't.
Yes, she did. Raising the red hand.
Oh.
She literally has an army of other teenagers in front of her at one point.
The kids are special. The adults are cruel.
Yeah.
They don't understand us. They're trying to hold us down. It's your standard YA
Young adult.
power fantasy.
Yeah, but that's pretty popular right now.
Yeah,
Especially
but
'cause
hugely popular.
The whole craziness in the States right now, I think, really would benefit from movies like this right now.
I get what it is,
Yeah.
but it's formulaic. At this point, if I can go check and hit them off in sequence, just checking off the list, not even out of sequence, in the sequence.
It's probably just because they want to be successful like Pokemon.
Well, yeah, but that's why a lot of those movies are starting to fail now. Like, the latest Maze Runner movie didn't do well. Like,
It's because
they're
they
falling off because they follow such a formulaic list. And that's why the Marvel movies, to bring that up as always, they don't follow a set... Like, they have their kind of overview that they're trying to go for, but it's not like they're ticking a box every time, which
Yeah.
is why they stay fresh.
They got
Yeah.
their theme, but they don't follow a formula.
Exactly.
So, like Ant-Man, that's a heist movie.
Yeah.
They're following whole different genres within. Spider-Man, that's kind of a young adult movie.
Yeah.
It's like a coming of age movie. It's
Yeah.
like Pretty in Pink, but Marvel.
And then you got Captain America 3, not the spy movie. Well, no, 2 is a spy movie. 3 is a political movie. 2 is Winter Soldier. 3 is Civil War.
They're all such good movies.
So yeah, like they don't follow a pattern. This movie is like you can see the beats coming.
I know, but also like Marvel is quite the thing to compare it to because like they're run by Disney and they've been doing movies for before any of us were alive.
So Stranger Things did the opposite. It's about kids for adults.
Mm-hmm.
This movie, that show, drags you in and doesn't let you go.
I don't know. I'm gonna watch
This
it.
movie doesn't. I probably won't even watch it when it comes to Netflix.
Oh, I trust the creators of Stranger Things to bring me good movies. So.
I do not.
Okay.
Yes, but that being said, the creators of Stranger Things are currently under a scandal of having ripped off all of their stuff from another person.
Say what?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Apparently, a man, I can't remember his name, made a short film in, I believe, 2012.
Okay.
And it was about a small town with a government conspiracy going on in it. And there has been a lot of light shedding on the fact that much of the
Plot details?
have come from him. And he is not happy about it.
How much of it?
A good chunk.
Because like the whole small town government conspiracy, like The Mist was like that.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that follow that vein of thought and stuff like that. However,
like, did they have the D&D kids? Because that was like a big thing.
no, I'm sure that's new.
Oh well, that's
But,
like a huge portion of it.
We'd have
the,
to watch.
The original running title for Stranger Things is the same title as the movie was. Originally, it was set in the same town. There are a lot of things that just cement them as being very, very, very similar.
Yeah, but like Lego is the ripoff of the original Lego. The point is that one did it better and got it copyrighted.
Oh, I agree with you. I love Stranger Things. I'm just saying it is kind of shady.
We'd
So
have
is
to.
everything else.
We'd have to watch the original short film and see how they compare.
And is there any way to get a hold of this thing?
I'm not sure. Give me a minute. I'll try to find it.
All right. While Shane looks, we'll go to the other trailer that is we're not going to play, but we're going to talk about.
Terminal, which we played a teaser for.
That's the one. That's the one that
That's when we were talking
has
about.
a hugely long trailer.
Because it's got Simon Pegg, Margot
Looks-
Robbie, Mike Myers.
Yeah, it
bunch of
looks
other people.
pretty. Has big names.
Can't
They
tell you
didn't
what
tell
it's
me
about.
anything.
Michael Myers, not Mike Myers.
Right, not the killer. The Canadian comedian.
No,
What did I say?
the British comedian. It's not the Canadian. Yeah, I don't think it's the Canadian comedian.
It's not Mike Myers from Fat Bastard and
No.
Dr. Evil and all that stuff?
No, I don't think so.
The Duffer Brothers, who are the brothers that make Stranger Things, are being sued by Charlie Kessler, who created a short film in 2012 called Montauk.
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 No wonder they changed it to Stranger Things.
Charlie Kessler, is that who it was?
Yeah.
He should have a podcast called The Kessler Run.
That would be fantastic. His
Yeah.
film won an award at the Hamptons International Film Festival in 2012 and he pitched the show about his movie to the brothers.
Oh boy.
Yeah, called The Montauk Project in 2014. The Duffers rejected Kessler's offer, but he claims they went on to use the premise, script, and story for Stranger Things.
Oh geez, that's a paper trail right there.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of evidence here.
I was
but-
incorrect. It is the Canadian actor.
But like it does kind of suck. But like we all know the story of George Romero.
Or even look at Facebook. Like Mark Zuckerberg just took their idea and ran with it.
Yeah,
And if you saw The Italian Job, you'll see that Napster was stolen from Seth Green.
Yeah.
So many good things are stolen from other things.
Yes, intellectual property gets passed around all over the place.
And like it sucks, but the important thing is if you have an idea, you shouldn't share it with people until you've got it properly.
Well, yeah, but he
Even
pitched the idea to them to make it a thing.
Yeah, but you have to.
Well, they did make it a thing.
There's no way
without him.
to. Yeah. Like there's no way to like save yourself though, if that makes any sense.
It does.
Well, then why would anyone ever have an idea and share it ever?
Yeah, well, that's part of the thing. Like, actually, when we went and took a business course, we weren't allowed to talk with anybody, like even family, about our idea
Really?
until we were like ready to go.
Wow.
Because they were like, somebody could steal your idea.
Well, that's the thing. He had a movie made already. He had won awards at festivals and stuff like that. And then he went to some people that he knew could make a good TV show, and they just took it and went without him.
Yeah.
On a thing that was already a solidified thing.
Yeah,
So
but even then, like, we had to...
If he's saying, like, base it off my short film, then he is already presenting something that has copyright to it.
Yeah.
He's already made it. It's already copyrighted. So he's already got the protection.
Which is why he has grounds to
That's why-
file the claims.
Did he copyright it properly, though?
His movie? Yes.
It's a film. It won awards. That's copyright.
It's been copyrighted. It's been notarized that is his film.
Oh, okay.
And then from there, the TV show, he owns the intellectual property. Now they're going to claim that, no, we saw what he was doing there, but it wasn't good enough. We changed it around, retooled the idea, and made it better.
Well, that's the problem with copyrights. I think legally, if you change... I think the bare minimum thing is like 3 major things in something, then it's no longer the same thing.
Yeah.
So really, if, like, adding the kids in as being, like, you know, D&D and stuff like that, and, like, different things, they can be like, well, this isn't the same thing. We have this, this, and this.
Yeah.
So it becomes really messy.
Copyright law is weird.
It is weird.
I'm going to do a shout out to a YouTube channel.
All right.
The Lawful Masses.
Okay.
He's a copyright attorney. He talks about this kind of stuff in his thing. It gets weird and complicated for copyright law.
Yes, it does.
It's neat because he reads out in legalese what's going on
And
in
then
various cases and then dumbs it down for people that can't read
And this
legalese.
is on YouTube.
Yep.
Did you know the Rusted Robot podcast has a YouTube channel?
No, I didn't know that, did we?
We do. If you go and look up my name, Sean Vanderloo, on YouTube, you'll find our channel, and all of our videos are on there, so you can listen to the episodes while you're doing other things online.
Neato.
Yeah, it's cool.
If you're loving this podcast, you should tell a friend about it.
Spread the word about podcasts you think they would enjoy. There's something for everyone, from entertainment and lifestyle
To news and politics
and more. Share it on social media.
Believe it or not, some people don't know how great podcasts are.
or even how to find and listen to them.
You can help change that with a click. Tell your friends about your favorite podcast.
Thanks for spreading the word.
So back to Terminal anyway. It's got a Alice in Wonderland kind of vibe to it. Do we care?
It has a sexy, attractive lady, and it's mysterious and people die.
Wait, did you say like an Alice in Wonderland vibe?
Yeah.
That
yeah.
the
That
original.
is
They
not
always
what I
say-
get off of that at all.
At the end, there's a lot of like playing cards stuff around the edges of the movie.
You gotta pay attention to this.
She says,
And they-
"Follow me down the rabbit hole."
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff, references.
It
Watch
said that in the first trailer too.
watch the
Teaser trailer?
teaser trailer. That's it screamed, I'm Alice in Wonderland changed.
Oh,
If you
okay.
go to therustedrobot.podbean.com and look through our archives and all the show notes, you can see all our episodes and which episode had the trailer for the
Well,
teaser.
that is highly convenient.
It is highly convenient. You should have it bookmarked. It should be your main page when you pull on your computer.
You know what? You're right. It
Yes,
should be.
It should be.
All right.
So, yeah, Terminal we don't care about. We might watch it. Probably not.
No.
How about we play the trailer for Cargo?
You're the first people I've seen. The first people who are still people.
What's the count left on them?
46 hours, give or take.
They're setting out hunting parties. If you want to give this baby a second chance, you just stay away.
What's this?
Just making hay while the sun shines.
The sun's not shining, Beck. I'm not gonna hurt you. Promise you. Let's help each other. Rosie?
This way. We gotta find the clever man. If you're sick, he can give you good medicine.
If I don't make it to the hills, you're all I've got.
You can't lose hope.
Only girl you need to be worried about is your own.
We're here. So when things get back to normal, it's not gonna happen, is it?
signals on the horizon.
What do we think of Cargo?
Bilbo fighting zombies, I'm in.
Bilbo becoming a zombie.
Even more in. I mean, he basically does.
He has 48 hours to save his daughter. Said so in the trailer.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
It
It's a nice spin on the zombie film.
Yeah.
It does look really good.
Australia, cool.
Yeah.
We don't get many. Well, we probably do, but we don't get to see them.
Yeah.
Australian zombie films.
Oh, for sure they exist.
That's a whole subgenre.
Probably.
Because like once you get to a certain point, zombies are less of a threat because you got a really far way to go.
Yeah.
Same thing with Canada. Canada, oh zombies. Okay, I ran into the woods.
It's cold now. I go and smash them.
I'm gonna climb this tree.
So yeah, it looks good. I'm probably gonna go see it if it comes to theaters.
That's why we're playing the trailer, because we think it's worthy to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It looks all right.
Looks good.
Yeah. Any more we want to say about it, or just it looks good? So
I don't know if I'll go to the theaters to watch it,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Ooh, it is so much fun to watch a zombie movie in theater, especially if it's at night and it's the last showing, and then you get out in the morning and there's nobody else around.
I agree, but it doesn't look like it's going to be heavy on action. It looks like it's much more narrative driven.
Slow burn
Maybe.
drama.
Yeah.
That's what a good
That's
zombie
often
film
how
is.
they look in the beginning,
'Cause
and then
you
you
ha-
get there and it's scary.
You got the scary stuff at the beginning. You got the middle where they deal with the deep psychological drama.
Yeah.
And then you have the end where it's crazy action violence. That's how zombie films have tended to be.
Who knows if it'll follow this though? This one seems very.
That you drop that and then you fill with what you have and how you're going to spin that thread differently.
It is full of the heartstrings.
That is the shape of a zombie film. Now you get to weave in the side.
You know what I'm actually kind of getting a vibe off of a little bit? It's been a while since I've watched it, but we brought it up earlier, so it's in my mind now. The Book of Eli.
Yeah.
I honestly kind of enjoyed that movie. It's not great, but I enjoyed it. It's more about the journey than anything else, and things will just kind of happen during the journey.
Could be.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
You know that book he's carrying?
Yep.
Okay. You know, it's supposed to be the Bible?
Yep.
No, it's not. It's not even a quarter of the Bible. Because it's in Braille. Braille takes up a lot more space. That's only a tiny fraction of the Bible.
It's the footnotes. It's the stuff that you need to know, you know?
How about we play the trailer for Upgrade?
As a quadriplegic, it must be frustrating for you, someone who liked to get things done with their hands.
Here's the thing. 4 guys murdered my wife. If I could find these men, I'd do it.
What if I told you I could offer you something that would enable you to walk again? I call it STEM, a computer chip that has the potential to change everything. It's a new, better brain.
I am STEM, the system operating your body for you.
Can anybody else hear you?
No, only you. May I point something out? In the drone surveillance footage, Sir Brantner, Marine Corps, address 414 Citrus, Newground. We'll need a plan.
I got this.
This doesn't seem like a well-thought-out plan. I need your permission to operate independently.
Permission granted!
Thank you.
Stay down, man. Sam, he's got a knife!
I see that. We have a knife, too. You now have full control again, Gray.
If you are involved in this somehow, then you need to let me know.
Well, I was in the area, Detective.
There's a gun implanted inside his hand.
Stan, what do you think I should do?
Move, Gray.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Man, you are persistent.
I cannot allow us to be killed. We are going to finish the job we started.
You didn't know that I'm a ninja.
While I am state-of-the-art, I am not a ninja.
What do you think?
Don't ask, just play.
No, I did.
Oh.
What do you think?
Well, okay. Well, see, the show's editing things that we're going to have to fix later.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think it's fantastic.
That was awesome.
It looks fun. I want a chip that'll take control of me, and I can talk to it in my head, and it'll like let me do ninja moves and stuff.
I mean,
He
he's
said
not
he
a
wasn't
ninja.
ninja.
I know.
I don't know. I'm 50-50 about it, because on one hand, it would be awesome.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, what if it just decides that it's not going to relinquish control?
That is a fear.
Yeah, because he's clearly aware of everything that's going on, and it doesn't have control over his head.
Right.
So, your body would be out there doing all this crazy stuff, and you would just be stuck there going, what's happening?
I don't think I should be given that kind of power, but
You
it does
shouldn't
look like
be.
a cool movie.
So your chip remote controls your robot, your body itself.
At that point, you're just along for the ride.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That sounds terrifying.
Both awesome and terrifying. Awesomely terrifying.
I really enjoyed the amounts of humor, even just in the trailer for this.
Yeah.
Especially
Now-
considering it said that it was produced by the makers of Saw and The Purge. Like, I didn't like either of those movies.
Oh, the Saw franchise is fantastic.
It is.
I can't say anything about The Purge. I haven't watched it.
I went for a
The
really long
Saw
time.
is fantastic.
Okay,
Or
the
Saw
fir-
is fantastic.
The first one is amazing.
The rest are garbage.
Yeah, well, they're still entertaining.
No, the first one had surprise
Yes.
value. The rest is terrible.
Okay, so Upgrade. Are we gonna go see that in the theater?
Yeah, actually, I'm going.
Tell me your thoughts, Shane.
Oh, I avoided watching Saw
you
for a
haven't
really long time
Have you
because I
finally
don't
watched
like
it?
gore.
Yeah.
I watched all of it in one day.
Right.
Because the story is amazing.
It's addictive.
You like I really like the first one.
Me too.
What made you like the rest of them?
Oh, they gradually get worse.
Yes.
But it intertwines itself into all of them so much.
Have you seen Jigsaw, the new one that just?
I have not.
Me neither. But I own all other 7 or 8 of them.
See, what bugs me about that is I'm going to have to watch all of them again.
Right.
Because it's been a long time.
Yes.
Would you really forget them all?
No, but there's so much...
Interconnected, intertwining?
Yeah, there's so much stuff that happens that you kind of have to.
There's too much gore.
Have you seen it all?
No.
Any of it?
No.
Oh.
I saw the trailers and I know that movie's not for me.
The story is really good.
So
Well, then I'll have somebody tell it to me, because then I can just imagine the gore without seeing it.
the point of the first movie was that he wants a moral, like, you make a moral choice here. It's up to you. But later his things are like, no, you're just gonna die. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter your moral choices. You're gonna die.
No, it's up to when he is running things.
No.
It is a moral choice. Yes, things are slanted in one direction because he wants them to die. But there is a choice. There is a way to survive everything. As soon as his acolytes start taking over things, they are horrible. And they just kill people.
No. Keep watching. Watch the entire thing. Early on, yeah, his acolytes were the ones that were going against his ethos. But later on, his ethos proves that, no, there is no way.
Well, either way, I think we need to watch them all again. We should have a marathon of Saw.
We should.
Are there books? Because I would read the books.
No,
There are no books.
It's a visual medium.
Yeah.
Because I would read something like that. I just can't.
No, because it's basically horror porn. So, no.
Yeah, see, that's not my deal. Ugh.
So, of all the films that we watch trailers for, we like Cargo and Upgrade. You guys might go see The House with a Clock in Its Walls.
For the kids, yeah.
The Darkest Minds, probably not.
No.
I would watch it.
And Terminal, we don't really know. We can't tell still.
I will watch Terminal.
I don't care for it.
Okay.
That's a Netflix rather than a
Yeah, I'm thinking so too.
theater.
Yeah.
Looks interesting enough that I'll Netflix it. Speaking about Netflix,
what do you got?
Something's coming out soon.
Yeah, on the 13th, this coming Friday, Lost in Space. It's going to be exciting.
Oh, yeah, that does look good.
Yes, it does.
Looks good.
I miss me some Matt LeBlanc, but looks good.
I like that movie too.
It's entertaining. It's so entertaining.
I actually did like that movie. It was good.
Yeah. So that's the end of trailer talk. I hear, Josh, that you have a certain question for us.
I do have a hypothetical this week. A Time Lord has come up to you. He's like, all right, sorry, something's really messed up. I'm going to drop you off in 1437. That's it. You're stuck there. You can take one thing with you. Go. You're going to be dropped off in 1437. You don't know where in the world you'll be dropped off. Just the year. You can take one thing with you. What would you take?
Why do you only get one thing?
Because that's the hypothetical for the week. The one thing that you can bring with you.
Is it specifically a thing?
That is what you were told.
Because I'd love to bring a doctor, like a real medical doctor.
A doctor's a person, not a thing.
But...
How about a house? Can I bring a house with solar panels and iPhones inside of it?
I feel like that's a whole lot of one things mixed together. It's kind of cheating. It'd be like me saying I want to bring the city of Toronto.
So if you say a house,
I okay it.
anything that is integral to the house could come. Okay. So the walls, the plumbing, the toilet,
the stuff in it,
all the stuff that is permanently attached to the house.
So not my TV,
not your TV, not your iPhone, not your bed.
We would have plumbing.
Your plumbing that would go out of the house, and the moment it leaves the house, it's no longer a part of your house. The plumbing that attaches to the city's plumbing is not your plumbing anymore.
So it would just drain into the ground?
It wouldn't drain anywhere. You wouldn't have any flow.
If you're on top of a hill,
but
your neighbors wouldn't like you, though.
A house is a thing.
1437, huh?
1437.
I would like to bring my iPhone with Google Translate.
But you don't have a charger.
But I don't have a charger, so...
Or anywhere to charge it.
Because I can't bring the solar panel charging pad.
No.
I will bring either a survival knife with a bunch of stuff inside of it, or some kind of AK-47 with unlimited ammo.
Unlimited
ammo? Don't exist.
Oh, crap. All right. I have no idea. What's the right answer?
Well, this is the hypothetical.
I don't know.
There's unlimited answers, because
Can we bring a large supply of, like, antibiotics? Like, is that one thing? If you just had, like, a med kit with a really hell-ass good supply of antibiotics?
So you want a crate of antibiotics.
I just feel like that's how I'm gonna die now.
Because I was thinking that, too, because who knows what kind of diseases are 600 years in the past that we can't have immunity to right now.
A historian knows what kind of diseases they
I'm not allowed to bring a historian.
We aren't historians.
Well, no, but you can consult him before you go.
Also, notice the year, which means 1437 means you're well before the arrival of Columbus in North America. So if you get dropped off in North America, you are in a very heavily populated native area.
And I always thought back in the day, if I had a time machine, I would go back to before the Europeans came over, and I would supply the natives with guns to shoot them off so that they wouldn't get taken over. I always thought
that would change the timeline.
Yeah, it would.
And then it's possible you would never have been born and you'd create a time loop.
Oh, I'm aware of all that stuff.
He might exist, but he'd be British.
Not necessarily. Because the moment you change, like, since there's no Canada for his family to emigrate to, doesn't mean that the people who lived in the different spots that came together to make Sean wouldn't necessarily have come to the same...
Exactly.
Because they lived in different parts of Europe.
Yeah, chances are none of us would exist.
I'd make a paradox, or I'd cease to exist, but the native population of the Americas would be okay.
But they don't have the industrialized basis. Also, you have to convince them.
Yeah, well...
And where's your expertise on manufacturing firearms?
I will bring a history book with translation information inside of it.
I would just want to be able to survive.
I don't know. I don't know what I'd bring.
This is why it's a hypothetical.
Right.
It's a very difficult question.
Yeah. What would you bring, Josh?
So that is a very difficult question. Probably one of those survival / camping / NGO laptops that are powered by a solar panel.
There you go.
And I dump a crap ton of information onto it.
Knowledge is power.
Google Translates and all that kind of stuff on there.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you couldn't bring anything that needs the internet.
Right, exactly. So it would have
You
all that preloaded.
can't do Google Translate. There's too much information.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
But anything that requires a net, you can't. But books, as many books as I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thousands of text files.
I feel like I could learn a lot of stuff while I was there. The only thing I would need is antibiotics.
I feel like there's less to learn than you'd think.
Well, because I already know how to hunt. I already know how to make fire. I already know how to make clothing.
And again, you don't know where you're going to be dropped off, so you need a variety of knowledge.
So you don't get to pick.
No.
It's just...
You're being dropped off in
Antarctica.
Yeah.
Congrats, you're in feudal Japan. Oh, great.
Yeah.
But even if you were just being dropped off here
Oh.
now, but in the middle of nowhere, wouldn't it be nice to know you were going to live? That's why I'm picking antibiotics. That's my thing.
A crate of antibiotics
Crate
for
of
Katie.
antibiotics for me.
I got the survival / NGO solar-powered laptop.
Can't use it if you've got a terrible, terrible infection.
But I'm dumping as much information on there, including how to make antibiotics.
I'm sure I'd figure it out eventually.
And I have no idea.
Gotta pick something, Sean.
A survival knife.
Really? Survival knife?
Yeah.
But you could just get one.
How?
Other survivalists?
Where are they?
It's like 1435. They started having like muskets and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, they had guns.
Yeah,
If you dropped off in Europe, they got guns.
They got knives
True enough.
too. Other people also have knives.
Kevlar body armor with nanofiber tech.
Okay.
A shark.
that will stop a musket ball.
Yeah.
It will do nothing for a sword, which they're still using.
True enough. I will go there and I will die. And that's pretty much it.
Not if you have antibiotics.
There. Alrighty.
So I want to hear from everybody, of course.
You can email us your answers, therustedrobot@gmail.com, or you can tweet us at therustedrobot on Twitter. You can Instagram us at Darth Vaderloo, which is also my Twitter handle personally, and you can put it on the Facebook page. You could send us a letter, a smoke signal.
No, don't do smoke signals. They're bad for the environment.
That's true. So don't do those.
Vape signal?
You could throw a rock at us with a note tied to it. Whatever.
I would not appreciate that.
Okay.
Please don't send rocks to me.
All right. Hey, do you know what time it is?
3:15.
True. It also time for our top fictional robot countdown of all time. It's number 6 on the list. Robbie the Robot.
And where is he from?
He is originally from Forbidden Planet. He also appeared in The Invisible Boy. We've seen him in the background on Cherry 2000. We've seen him all kinds of places.
Tell me more
Wasn't
about
he in
this
the
Robbie
original
Robot.
Lost in Space?
No, that was B9 or B2.
But isn't it the same body?
It's not the same body, but it was made by the same guy.
Ah.
Yes.
So they have design themes and together.
Yes.
So, yeah. So we got to throw Roddy in because he's one of the most influential. He's been in quite a few movies, actually.
He came out originally in
How come I don't know who he is?
1956.
The only Robbie the Robot I can think of is the Nintendo one that puts the game
No,
cartridge
that's
in.
Rob. R-O-B. Rob.
Yeah, this is Robbie the Robot. He was made by Dr. Morbius on Altair 4.
The only one I can think of like that is Danger, danger, my arms are flailing wildly.
Yeah, not quite though.
No?
No. But he could make you anything. He was super smart. He was a protector for Dr. Morbius and his daughter, Elta.
Oh yeah, okay. That's right. He was super cool.
Welcome to Altair 4, gentlemen. I am to transport you to the residence. If you do not speak English, I am at your disposal with 187 other languages along with their various dialects and subtongues.
Colloquial English will do fine, thank you. This is no offense, but you are a robot, aren't you?
That is correct, sir. For your convenience, I am monitored to respond to the name Robbie.
Nice climate you have here. High oxygen content.
I rarely use it myself, sir. It promotes rust.
I liked their house that they lived in.
How may I be of service, sir?
Yeah.
So that's Robbie the Robot.
Can we bring that?
I would love to bring Robbie the Robot into
not a real robot.
1437.
You can bring the the suit.
But you said that a Time Lord appeared.
Yeah. And he's not real either.
He's not real
So
either, Josh.
we could have
Surprise.
Yeah.
Ooh, good call.
It's a premise for the question.
Yeah, well, can Sean bring Robbie the Robot? Like
He
a
can-
functioning Robbie the Robot?
Does he have access to one?
I don't know.
The Time Lord could bring him to me.
No. He said you can bring one thing.
Yeah, can he pick it from the TARDIS? I choose to bring the TARDIS.
Wait, why wouldn't you just bring a sonic screwdriver?
Yeah, this is mine now.
Because they don't exist either. So. All right.
I bring the Death Star.
There you go.
That's a great idea, Shane.
I'm pulling up the Robbie the Robot filmography.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. So you've gone and you've left us, and now you're back from your phone call.
Yes.
We're talking about our top 10 fictional robots, and number 6 on the list is Robbie the Robot from Forbidden Planet. Have you ever seen that film?
I believe I've seen parts of it. I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
It's one of my favorites in my top 10.
Didn't you come watch it at Sean's place?
Wasn't
I
that
was
Logan's
there.
Run?
Yeah, we watched
Yeah,
Logan's Run. And
that was it.
no, there was 2 movies that night. But I think I came
Planet
in
of
like
the
at the
Apes, maybe?
end of the first movie you guys were watching.
Okay.
So that might have been it.
Yeah,
but
that
I
was the
missed
other
it.
one. Yeah.
So he was again in the Forbidden Planet, then used again in Invisible Boy, like you said. So okay, here it is: Forbidden Planet, The Invisible Boy, The Thin Man, The Gale Storm Show, and then he loves Dobby Gillis, Twilight Zone, 4 different episodes. Hazel, The Addams Family, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Lost in Space, Ultra 7, The Monkeys, The Banana Splits Adventure Hour, Columbo, Mind Over Mayhem, Hollywood Boulevard, Arc 2, Holmes and Yo-Yo, K-Tel Music Machines, Project UFO, television commercials for Starlog magazine, The New Adventures of Wonder Woman 1979, Mork and Mindy, Space Academy, Pink Lady, Heavy Metal, Charming, Night Stalker, The Love Boat, Gremlins, Phantom Empire, Cherry 2000, Earth Girls Are Easy, Star Kids, Looney Tunes Back in Action, Stacked, television commercials for AT&T, Warp, WOPR, KITT, and Rosie the Robot Maid. Commercials for General Electric in 2012, and episode 7, season 8 of The Big Bang Theory 2014.
There you go. So Robbie the Robot is a pop culture phenomenon. He's one of my all-time favorite robots, and we love him.
Number 6, eh?
That's number 6 on the list. That is true.
He's been in a lot of things.
He's all over the place here.
Yes. All right, so that is our show for Sunday, April the 8th, 2018, episode 194. It's been very exciting to have you guys here. We're looking forward to the expo in 2 weeks. JoyCon a month after that. Trading Spaces tonight. Please leave a 5-star review in the iTunes store for the podcast or the podcatcher of your choice. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us everywhere we are.
But not down the street.
That's right. And remember,
Life is too short to sort socks.
this has been another episode of the Rusted Robot Podcast. You can contact us by emailing therustedrobot@gmail.com or tweeting us at therustedrobot. Visit our website at therustedrobot.podbean.com. And, if you would, please check us out and like us on Facebook. A 5-star review in iTunes is appreciated. The Rusted Robot Podcast was written, produced, scored, edited, engineered, and directed by Sean Vanderloo. Your co-host was Josh Montney. Don't forget to visit Jump City Comics in the 101 Mall and listen to our other show, the Soul Forge Podcast. Visit Sean on Twitter and Instagram at Darth Vaderloo.
The Rusted Robot Podcast. Think about it.
It's a joy convention, Dryden's newest invention, gonna celebrate all the things that are great at the end of May. At the end of May. JoyCon, turn the fun on, yes, JoyCon, turn new friendships on, JoyCon, May 26th and 27th, 2018, Best Western. It's going to be so much fun. We'll eat lots of pizza too. We'll eat pizza. It's great. I love pizza.
This has been a Valley of Vanderloo podcast production, all rights reserved.
This transmission ends now.